Hello and welcome to our second podcast. My name is Jevin, and today we have Leah, Stephanie, and Brad. Uh, Today we're just gonna kind of have a general talk, talk about the Super Bowl, some Oscar nominations, weight loss, some crowdfunding campaigns, and to start off, I'm going to open it on a somber note. Uh, a, a person that kind of influenced me to get into animation and graphic design and 3D rendering, Monty Ohm, who is known for Hey Lloyd, Dead Fantasy, and recently Ruby, died today. He went to the hospital for, uh, I haven't even read the full article, but he went to the hospital and there were some complications and he passed away. We'll send links to the journal updates from Rooster Teeth in the description below. Okay, moving on. Uh, let's talk about the recent Super Bowl. So I watched it, and I know Brad watched like the second half of it. Uh, eh, eh, I just
I
So
got the important bits.
New
I
England
saw the important
Patriots.
bits.
yeah, New England Patriots win again.
Mm-hmm.
This is their fourth Super Bowl in the
It was
last 14
Patriots
years.
before.
So I'm very happy
Uh,
being a Patriots fan, but a lot of people are not. And it was more the big controversial play in in the end zone that ended it all that people are really upset about. But yeah, so just let us know what you think in the comments below about that decision, and we'll discuss it more there. So let's something recently that's come up, that's coming up is the Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
So let's
Well,
go over.
wait, you gotta talk about Katy Perry.
Oh yeah,
Holy
sorry,
crap. She
sorry.
was on this
Yeah,
giant
the lion when she's
lion thing, and I'm
it's
sitting
that.
there going, yep, no expense spared. Katy
Yep.
Perry
that
goes
was
bigger.
very high production value. I
Wait,
really liked
Yeah.
that
well,
show.
this year was
Best
like
part of it was the
Uh,
shark guys.
this year
Oh
was
yeah, and one of them was offbeat where he was kind of like, and then I don't know they were talking about it on the news that one of the shark dancers was not in cue with the other shark dancer, and that he
hmm
was kind of looked like he was making up fin moves.
yeah. So I guess that's what happens when Katy Perry teams up with Pepsi and you get billion-dollar, company
yeah.
funding her whatever show she wants to do
Now I didn't
basically.
see her performance, but I did see a lot of like memes that were made afterwards, which were hilarious. I have no idea what the heck happened. All I'm seeing are sharks and
I mean, they're just
tearing
like
that
Well,
fish she
you should
wrote
have
in
seen it
on
because
to
Missy
like.
Elliott
yeah,
came
Missy
out.
Elliott came out
Where
which
Oh
has
yeah.
she been hiding for the
Yeah.
last little
out
Okay,
of
while?
now I need to see that because if Missy
random
Elliott's
like
it's
randomly
really
out of nowhere, just Missy Elliott comes out of I don't know, and they sing songs together, and then
Yeah.
it was a good transition for Katy Perry to go get changed while Missy Elliott sang one of her songs.
yeah, that
Oh
was
yeah,
It was
Yeah.
like filler
her
room.
clothes.
But
like
Every
before
time you look
though,
back at her clothes were changed.
Yeah, I mean
yeah, it was
it's
like bam,
smart.
and then she's on a star and she's flying around the
Oh,
stadium. But
it was a
Lenny
great show.
Kravitz came out
Lenny
too.
Kravitz came out too, and they jammed. That was cool. Katy Perry grinded on his junk for a
Yep.
little bit. That was
We all noticed
kind of
Little
that.
hot.
bell-type
Yep.
bend over.
I
It was
saw a
bitch slap quality. Let me throw that
I
out
saw
there.
a really good joke. It was like her writing in on the thing, and then
On
it
the
said
line.
everything on the thing that on the line thing that she wrote in on, and then someone made a comment from like Hunger Games. It was like was it Hunger
Good
Games?
girl.
No, I think it was Avatar or something like everything was fine until the Fire Nation attacked or some shit like that. And it was just hilarious because she was also dressed in like
Avatar. You mean?
a fire
Well,
thing.
they were
I don't know. I think it
comparing
was
to
Hunger Games.
Katniss Everdeen and Will Ferrell in Blades of Glory on the news
That's
because the same
also
kind of
Yeah,
fiery
it's the same
outfit, or
outfit.
like a full-on suit version of what she was wearing.
yeah, and he
Look at
was
the
actually
pictures
there.
comparison.
I,
It's really
I think
funny.
the Fire
He
Nation
was
you're
actually
talking
at the
about
Super Bowl.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, but
I think
it's
that's
okay.
yeah. I think that's yeah. No,
Yeah, I think
I
that's
mean
what
I
you're talking.
correct myself on top of
Yeah,
that. So, yeah,
but
one of those.
great. I thought it was an amazing halftime show.
Totally.
Better
Well,
than I mean, it got kind of cheesy because
Oh, I didn't think so.
she
I
was
thought it was
doing.
great throughout the entire thing.
I mean, she
It's
did.
totally Katy Perry,
She
though.
did all of her like hit songs, which was awesome. You know, if you're a fan of Katy Perry, you would love this. But I mean, there you saw like it started off really great, and then it got super child friendly once like California and Teenage Dream came out. But
I
I
feel
thought
like
the show was
Katy
great.
Perry could be a cartoon character. She
She
would
isn't.
make herself a cartoon character.
She's not a cartoon character. I thought that was 100% like all CG.
I thought that was like, hold on.
Come on.
Oh wait.
He
Katy-
made the joke before you could.
I was gonna say I thought that was confirmed.
Mm.
I don't know. It's like she's
Wait.
so. I mean,
No,
good
I
for her though,
think
because
so.
she can appeal to a large mass of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love Katy Perry, and I'll always. I'm so biased. Like seeing her like way back when I was a little tween at Warped Tour, and to still today. Like
Yeah.
I love her. So
I mean,
right on. Good
it was
for her.
it was a great show. I mean,
Don't make fun of me, Brad.
She put in an
I thought-
absolutely
I
great
think-
show.
I think someone did make her into a
Wait, what?
cartoon. I think it's called Katy Keene. You
There
get
you go.
yeah.
I mean, it's probably. Well, speaking
I don't know.
speaking of superstars, let's move on to
The
where
Oscars.
all the superstars are going to be. Excuse me, at the
On-
Oscars,
February
So-
22nd.
February
y'all.
22nd. So it's coming up. Let's go over some of the main ones like Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Picture. Those
All right.
our main
So
ones.
best actress.
Okay.
We have Marion Cotillard, Felicity Jones, Julianne Moore.
You can't just say the names without the movie.
Oh shit,
Come
you're
on
right.
now.
Holland.
So okay, Reese Witherspoon for Wild, which
Okay.
looks awesome.
It's actually pretty good.
It looks awesome. I saw that movie. It was
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about everything once you've already announced them.
all right. So I don't know how to say this. Rosamund Park for Gone Girl.
Okay.
Julianne Moore for Still Alice.
Okay.
Felicity Jones for The Theory of Everything, and Marion Cotillard for 2 Days, One Night. So what's
Oh.
y'all's picks?
Well, by far, I don't know.
I honestly would love.
I
Go
mean,
on, sorry.
No, well, I mean, I haven't really seen most of them, so I can't really say. But I know from past films that I've watched, knowing, like, I mean, I'm pretty familiar with each of those actresses. Marion Cotillard. She's actually
Couldn't say
like,
it wrong.
I'm probably saying it wrong. But yeah, she's knowing her, she's a very versatile actress and very like she has a lot of range. So
think
I
she's
don't
one of two foreign actresses to ever win to win an actual Oscar
Yeah.
for a foreign, like a leading actress role. Oscar for a foreign speaking film. She won for her film
Breaking up. My
about
God.
the life of Edith Piaf.
oh, yeah.
So that would be cool to see her win again. Felicity Jones is really good. I think she's a very, well past up and coming. I really liked, wasn't she, what was that other movie she was in that? She wasn't in, I don't know, but she's in Theory of Everything. She did a really good job. Julianne Moore, for her, I think it's really interesting because she's playing a character with early Alzheimer's.
Mhm.
So the movie, I don't think it's out yet, or it's coming out, but I haven't seen it. But it looks like a really, really good role and a really challenging one at that. Gone Girl, I didn't see that.
Oh my God,
but
that-
it looks really good.
She was absolutely amazing in that. Like breathtakingly amazing.
I have
good.
not seen
Yeah.
that movie.
Such a great
That's
movie.
good.
Everybody
And-
should go see it.
Reese Witherspoon, it honestly was wild. I feel like we saw a different side of her. I mean, something that went from like no Legally Blonde here. I mean, she was raw. I honestly would really, really, really like to see her win it.
Who won the Golden Globe?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I think it was Amy Adams.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, but she's not nominated.
she's not nominated for the
uh,
Oscar?
No.
What the hell?
Nope. I don't get why either. Well, I mean, I can say that she's done better. That it wasn't her best work because I did see Big Eyes. Um,
She
and
is such an amazing actress.
she really
I
is.
love
Like,
her.
I have like a sweet spot for
Oh my god, she's so
Amy
good.
Adams.
I loved
Like,
her in American Hustle.
I mean,
yeah, she was in that. Yeah,
I love her even
Loved
in like
was
Man of Steel.
I loved her in. Oh yeah, I
I
loved her
mean,
in Enchanted.
Enchanted.
oh
Oh,
yeah.
Enchanted is oh my gosh,
yeah.
so adorable.
I mean, okay, so
Close it off,
let's move on to like best actor.
All right, best actor. We have Eddie Redmayne for The Theory of Everything, Michael
Yeah.
Keaton for Birdman,
Oh god.
Benedict Cumberbatch for The
That's the winner.
Imitation Game,
Nope, Michael Keaton.
Bradley Cooper for American Sniper, and Steve Carell for Foxcatcher.
So
What are y'all's thoughts?
So I've seen all of those.
Shit.
And
I have seen none of those.
so Bradley
I've
Cooper,
seen three out of three.
Seen one out of them.
three of us being from Texas, I remember like the whole event a couple years ago because I was living in Texas of that entire event for American Sniper, and it was I had no idea how significant this guy was when the news story come up. I kind of shrugged it off. After seeing this movie, it changed my entire perspective of what was going on out there and this entire story. However, he was amazing. No, I don't think anything compares to Michael Keaton's performance in Birdman. That is by far the best performance of Michael Keaton and the best performance of an actress last year.
Interesting. What about Eddie Redmayne though as Stephen Hawking? The physicality of that role. What do you think of that?
I mean, it took a lot for him to just like embody Stephen Hawking and completely transform, like degrade himself essentially. Not degrade himself, but to like suffer that illness.
Yeah.
Cuz like his body is essentially degrading and to show that on camera.
Yeah.
And
I thought that was really, really good. That was the one that I had seen. I love Eddie Redmayne.
He's such a good actor, but I don't think the movie being at Hollywood and being the Oscars is going to win that award because of the other people he's up against and because of the hype.
Michael Keaton's due for it. It's like Sandra
but
Bullock.
So is Bradley Cooper.
Well, he won for did he win for Silver Linings?
No, I don't think he got robbed.
I think he
got nommed.
I think he got nominated.
He was nominated
Yeah.
both years.
I forget who won. But
I don't remember.
I have to say though, Eddie Redmayne did me a great service. When I saw Les Mis with Brad, that was one of the first times I'd ever seen Brad cry.
I mean, that is a sad scene with him.
I'm a man. I'll admit it. I did it. I cried.
He cried twice.
He is such a like
It's a sad movie.
He is such a rising actor, and I think like the next few films he's gonna be in, he's gonna continuously get nominated for.
Jupiter Ascending though looks really interesting. He's evil in that. I
really want to see like a darker side to him as well. That's coming out this month, I believe, as well. Right?
All right, so best picture.
Okay.
Oh, you go ahead.
Well, I was gonna comment on Benedict Cumberbatch because I thought he did a fantastic job in The Imitation Game.
My thing.
I mean, his character was in a sense very similar to Sherlock Holmes, which is a character he already plays.
And to Khan.
Yeah.
I mean, it's similar to. It's even similar to Smaug. I mean, they had the same tonal voice, the same like basic character structure and everything. So, to say that's like an Oscar-winning performance, I don't know.
Never mind. Then moving on.
No, go ahead. I mean,
honestly out of all the best picture. Well, I mean, we'll get to that eventually, but I really did enjoy that movie, and like a big reason as to why is because I mean his performance. I mean even the part where he starts going mentally insane, it's just like it's fucking heartbreaking.
I mean,
anyways, yeah,
I agree with you. The movie was amazing.
Yeah,
but I just don't. I don't think he deserves an
Oscar
for that performance. That's all I'm saying. He is,
Yeah.
but he does a lot of similar characters.
In a sense, yeah, I guess that's
Yeah.
true.
Except when he starts going insane. You've never really seen like
Yeah, and that was
that.
probably the more like getting out there, like that.
Yeah.
That from his comfort zone, I guess you could say.
No, agreed. Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Best picture.
All right, best picture. We have
To watch like 3 of them.
American Sniper,
Okay.
Birdman,
Oof.
Boyhood,
Oh yes.
The Grand Budapest Hotel,
Ooh, good.
The Imitation Game, Selma, The Theory of Everything, and Whiplash.
I haven't seen Whiplash, but I've seen everything else.
I would love to see Whiplash. It was actually recommended to me by my aunt who when I don't know what it was, but the filmmaker, the writer director was actually her intern.
Wow.
Small world.
That's crazy.
Um
So this is a hard category this year, because 3 of those films I thought were some of the best films in the past few years, but hands down, because it has already made like my top 5 movies of all time. Boyhood was one of the best.
I love Richard Linklater.
I mean, to bet on a kid for 10 years. I mean, it's just what he did was absolutely stunning and I don't think will ever be done again, because you just can't top that kind of commitment to all these actors. I mean, it wasn't like he just got like random actors and said, "Oh yeah, we'll do this for 10 years," like unknown people. He got Ethan Hawke, he got major actors to commit this amount of time to do this film. So, and it is, it's already blown the charts away for, top rated films. Metacritic gave it like a 99 out of 100. IMDb has it like at an 8.9. For a modern day film, that's just really unheard of to be ranking up there with like Godfather and Shawshank Redemption and stuff like that. I mean,
I think it's just the first of its kind. It's something that's never been done before, and I mean, for me, there are parts of it that are really amazing, but I think the film, just as a movie, didn't do much for me. I mean, there wasn't really. It was just a life of. It's basically like watching puberty happen. Like, I mean, it was just like that's really all I got from it. And it was interesting how, how his life starts out, and then you go through all these different situations as a child, and then believing in magic, and then the day that you ask your parents if magic is real, and they tell you the truth, and it's kind of like you kind of see you're watching someone grow up. I mean, essentially, literally.
Time is the subject.
Yeah.
Time is the ultimate subject of that movie. It's not the characters. It's not them. It's time. I don't know.
And that makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, I love that movie. I mean, it's
clever. I mean, great performances from a lot of those involved.
His daughter was in the film.
Yeah.
And she, that was freaking awesome that he just like put his daughter randomly in a film. I thought that was really cool, especially as like a main actress in that movie.
Such a Judd Apatow thing.
Yeah, exactly. But if you're like talking about, because a lot of people didn't like the movie because it's not really a movie that it's not a movie that you go to see at the theater to escape, because it's literally, it is just life, and a lot of people want to go to the theater for excitement and for, to escape from their normal lives, escape from reality, and that wasn't really it. So if we're gonna do that, then I don't know. I think Birdman was one of the best movies.
I mean, I was
last year
really impressed by Birdman. That was like intense.
Oh my god!
Freaking out half the time. Had to pause a few times.
Yeah,
I had to
I
had to do this real quick a few times.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and then what I thought was really clever about the way they shot it was how it's very similar to how stage acting is, where everything is timed and you have to be at a certain place, and
I think one thing that movie should definitely win best cinematography, because the way they shot it was all in one shot. I mean, they didn't do it all in one shot, but with editing and stuff like that and clever camera tricks, it looked like one continuous shot throughout like the whole film.
Very Hitchcock-y.
Amazing. Oh yeah, definitely. It was definitely nod to Hitchcock. I loved it.
What?
Anybody?
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's such an undertaking, and Ed Norton. I mean, Emma Stone. You can't go wrong with a cast like that. So I honestly, I don't know. We're probably gonna have an Oscar party, and we throw in a pot of like it's buy-ins like $5-10, and we're gonna fill out this. Entertainment Weekly has an awesome Oscar ballot sheet. And so that's a fun thing to do. That's what we do. And you can fill out your guesses, and then I grade it at the end and see if you win some money. So it's pretty cool. You should pick up an issue if you do not have one. It's the best the ultimate Oscar guide. Speaking of guides, lately with the new year and everything, I feel like getting into losing weight is a big thing.
Agreed.
Currently,
it's always everybody's New Year's resolution.
Totally, yeah. I feel like currently a lot of us are using some apps, and a lot of people I know. Right now I'm using Lose It. What about you guys? What do you recommend?
What is Lose It?
Lose It is an app that helps you count your calories and your exercise and stuff like that and budget. It's more of a calorie counting thing.
Yeah.
So if you're more interested in not a specific diet that requires you to eat you're allowed to eat whatever you want. It allows you to scan the barcodes, do stuff like that, which is really awesome because it feels like you're just portion control is all it is, which is great because you feel I feel doing that I feel less restricted than doing a all kale diet or a all whatever diet. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
It's more or less it's just a lifestyle change.
I think a lot of recently a lot of apps like diet apps have been incorporating, eat what you want and this is how many calories you have allotted every day. I've been using MyFitnessPal, and there's a lot of apps that you can link to it. Like I linked Pacer to it, and that's just like a step counter. And so, as I eat throughout the day and do more steps, it'll actually update my calories depending on depending how many calories I've burned every day. And then through Pacer, I can say, hey, I did this as a workout. And then it'll update my fitness and give me extra calories to consume to replace those calories I have burned.
Interesting.
Because, because there's blogs and stuff like that on there as well. You don't want to, if you're trying to lose weight, you want to try to hit your goal as close as possible. You're not trying to go super under, or then your body gets malnourished and you don't lose weight.
Yeah.
But
I use MyFitnessPal also. The cool thing about that app is, even if because they have you can look up things that you eat, pretty specifically, down to the name brand, and what?
I'm laughing at Brad.
Okay.
What?
He has nothing to add to this because he doesn't need to lose weight. His MyFitnessPal app is being gluten-free and dairy-free.
The last couple topics, I've had nothing to add because I literally know nothing or have nothing to add to it.
Your time will come.
I'm dairy-free as well. And it's not.
I think this.
And I'm gluten free, but
it's still. Not Brad just has a fast metabolism, as do I. I take I take 3 shits a day.
Oh,
so
Jevin.
I definitely have a fast metabolism.
Take 3 shits a day.
I do.
That's good. That's healthy.
Happy for you.
Super
They should
healthy.
be long and banana shaped.
It is. But I like
have
to
yet to shit today, and I'm pissed off about it.
I like to eat.
I went once. I think I went twice. I don't remember.
I like to eat my sweets. That's the problem, and I don't work out. That's the biggest thing.
You gotta
I just don't work out. I hate working out alone, so I don't do it. I have no motivation to work out when I'm doing it alone.
What?
Huh?
What are you not? What is that?
It's like, no, I can't work out alone. Or I can work out. Like, I can't work out with someone. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I like it depends. I mean, it depends on if it's like a hike or a. I mean, it's always I find it's always easier. That's why these apps are I think really helpful. Like with Lose It,
Yeah.
it it's almost as if you're making yourself accountable,
Yeah.
and that's what another person helps you to do. You
Mhm.
know, is be accountable and that making it a habit and getting healthy is so important, and especially working out. I mean, working out 30 minutes a day, walking, whatever it is, as much as it can decrease your chance of any kind of
Heart
heart
disease.
problems. Yeah, heart disease. It lowers depression, because it creates more good stuff in here, and happy people don't kill their husbands. So
This is true.
hashtag legally blonde.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well,
But
no, I mean,
Wow.
it's
I mean,
Okay.
exercise is good. I mean, it's tough. Like I like this is gonna sound really really cliche, but Jillian Michaels has an awesome podcast, and one podcast she talks about is that she was like, I hate working out. I hate it. I count every minute till it's over, and I look at the clock, and it's just it's just getting over that. You just got to get over it and realize the benefit, the long-term benefits are so beneficial.
but what if there's no
Brad's
long
mother is
term?
trying to pay me to make him work out.
What
Just
if
kidding.
what if there's no long term in your life? Then what's the point of working out?
It's a different topic of conversation.
shit just got real.
Speaking of things
What is the meaning of life then?
speaking of things that don't have long term,
42.
there
Oh
are.
yes, good answer.
Speaking of things that don't have long term things, there's crowdfunding.
Mhm.
And recently there's been huge success in crowdfunding.
Something you can add to, Brad.
I backed Exploding Kittens, the card game, and it like reached its goal in I think like an hour or something less. It like got $1 million in less than 24 hours, or it's like one of the best crowdfunded games, crowdfunded campaigns in the whole thing. And then Leah, you were talking about Jillian Nunes before we started this.
Yes,
how
Julia
many-
Nunes. She had a pledge goal of $25,000, reached it within 1 day, and now she's at 48 hours to go with $110,000.
Nice.
In counting. It's just
So-
updated.
so
She got
what-
131
what
bucks.
what are some of her stretch goals?
Some of her goals include obviously what she's doing is she's an artist. She's a wonderful artist. If you guys haven't heard of her, she's amazing. She singer songwriter. She plays the ukulele. It's really cool. So she's got as far as her if and when you back her, she has perks from signed CDs to T-shirts to a really cool thing is she's doing this Polaroid thing. You can read more about it on her Kickstarter. Also, ukulele case and a custom ukulele that has her name on it, which is really really cool. Vinyl to
T-shirts.
she actually, if you make that money, you can actually get the custom ukulele, a Skype talk, and a case, and a bunch of the other downward ones like the signed CD, Polaroid, all that shit. So it's really really cool. It's worth backing. She's very talented, and it's just amazing how you can really. I feel like with the support, you can really tell when something is great. And with the continued support, she's had 2 successful campaigns,
Mhm.
and I'm totally gonna back it actually tonight with I'm probably gonna do the vinyl perk. I can't decide. It's so stressful.
So
What?
sorry. In like recent success, like Rocket Jump, Freddie W or Freddie Wong, that if people know him by, he's been like had huge success in crowdfunding for Video Game High School, and that success has come to a
I thought that was mostly funded by his YouTube videos.
no, all through crowdfunding.
Huh.
Yeah,
Did not know that.
that's where he got his fan base through his YouTube videos. He actually has a complete item by item breakdown for season 1, 2, and 3 of exactly where they spent every single cent. And that success has led to a writer for Borderlands 1 and 2 to quit the studio and start writing for Rocket Jump. So he's now, well, he's not, I guess in his press release or his like Twitter kind of thing, he says, I wouldn't doubt it that in 6 months after I'm done with this project that I'll be right back writing again for Gearbox. So, but he is like leaving the game studio and going to a small growing company just to write for a YouTube success, crowdfunding success, which is a great, inspiration for a lot of, young
Oh my God.
filmmakers and stuff like that.
Star City.
Speaking of leaving game studios, SOE, Sony Online Entertainment,
Oh yeah,
um,
they're gonna start
they
making games
have
for
just
Microsoft.
been sold.
Yeah, they're gonna start
They've just
making
been
games for
sold by
Microsoft.
Sony to some financial entertainment like
Yep.
tech company. And they're gonna get sold and resold all over the place. And they're now
Mhm.
known as like Daybreak Productions or something like that.
Yep,
Ah, SOE.
it's crazy. So
So many people left that company.
What
Yep.
about Star Citizen, Brad? You just went to PAX for that. So, Star Citizen was another successful campaign that's got
Oh my God.
some buzz.
some
it's
buzz. It's like
some buzz, a lot of buzz.
Yeah.
So $2+ million out of a $500,000 goal.
that's just on
um,
Kickstarter, and then
Just on
That
Kickstarter.
ended a long time ago.
and then
It
he's
did,
made like
2 years.
he's made like $40 million.
Something-
No,
70.
like $70
talk
million
about-
on like his private website, on the website for
Yeah.
Star Citizen.
The effects of crowdfunding are really, it's super interesting how pop culture and things are starting to take the it's that ride in culture where
Mhm.
it went from like the studio system to the director to the
Mhm.
now it's to the straight
I mean,
straight from the
you-
creator
you
to
can-
consumer.
You can crowdfund anything. The dude who crowdfunded a potato salad made like $2 million.
Oh my God, that stupid shit.
I mean, you can literally if you come up with a good enough idea or even just like a funny idea, you can make a ton of money.
I
Just
think he
doing
only
it.
asked for like $25 too.
Yeah,
he only asked for like 25
yeah.
or something small,
Something
like legitimately
really
just
small.
to make potato salad.
Potato salad.
Yeah.
He made a potato salad and like had a Skype call with people and like invited like 100 people over and they
To
all
watch
had
him make the salad.
make the salad and they all got to have some potato salad. And he
That's
and he
freaking fantastic.
live streamed the whole thing and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was
So-
ridiculous.
This is
Literally,
intense.
you
That's
can
awesome.
if you have a good enough idea on Kickstarter or Indiegogo or any other crowdfunding thing, you can make it and just get enough people and get the word out there, and you could make whatever you want.
Make it
It's
happen.
awesome. Make it
Go
happen.
make
Exactly.
it happen.
Instead
That's
of
so
like instead of what it used to be, for short films, you do the film festival circuit and then you try to get to Sundance or South by Southwest or anything like that, or cons and or cans, or however you say it. And then you try to get it, distributed and everything. But nowadays you can just go directly to Hulu, which Rocket Jump is doing, or you can do like an instant Netflix thing, like with Netflix partners, or you can try to do through Amazon. There's so many different outlets to just make what you want to make and get it out there directly to your consumers. It's awesome. I love it.
It's cool. All right. Well, those are all our topics.
Yep. I
Um,
think we're good.
I contributed so much to this conversation.
So much.
I
So,
feel
so
like
much.
we need to like end on a quote of the day. Brainy Quote has a quote of the day that says, "Blessed is the influence of one true loving human soul on another." That sounds dirty.
Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Thanks, Brainy.
Well, thank you guys for watching. We are recording this on Monday, but it shall come out on Sunday, so it's a little bit late on the whole topic thing, so it's not going to be really relevant. Unless we want to just really, I'll just figure it out. Never mind. We can cut that. We'll just cut that out. No, I'm just gonna edit that out.
We're
No,
just gonna
no,
fake
we're
it
just
to
gonna
make
fake it. Yep. It'll happen. Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching. And we will see you again next time. Bye.
I just realized we didn't talk